Safe and secure embedded systems with Etas and eScript. When it comes to automobiles, safety is of paramount importance. There's no room for compromise. This also holds true for the software used in the many electronic controls. It must function reliably every time. The software's functional safety is essential from the outset. That sounds simple enough, but there's more to consider than you might think. High safety standards, in particular, require the expertise of specialists. Malfunctions, of course, shouldn't compromise safety either. They must be considered during the development, along with all other boundary conditions. Numerous experts are involved to make sure that everything functions reliably. System developers examine the embedded control device's function, whereas programmers pore over its execution within the ECU. Unfortunately, these two disciplines often don't communicate or understand each other very well. This lack of understanding can create frustration. System developers think in physical values. Programmers are more concerned with the software challenges for fast real-time control, such as program sequences, storage locations, and hardware drivers. Quite often, one party doesn't understand what matters to the other. This can put a project at risk. Expertise, professional tools, and early visualization of the entire system can help bridge this divide and identify gaps between the two worlds in an entirely safe way. This is when Etas comes into the game, with tools like Asket, Oskmo, Cosim, Eve, Inca, Integrio, Isolar, and Labcar. High-quality model-based development and early validation is possible. But there's even more. Etas Expert Consulting helps you to find gaps and increases your efficiency. The system and its components can be inspected in detail by using a virtual model. The relevant results can be reused in the subsequent work steps. This applies to safety aspects as well. A virtual ECU like Etas iSolar Eve also simplifies validation and testing because it takes place right at the programmer's workspace. This means many errors can be resolved immediately by the developer. Of course, virtual validation is only as good as the combination of tools and development process. If there's a gap, errors creep in. The openness of Etas's tools and solutions is important for a seamless integration into an existing tool chain, so gaps can be closed. Software has now reached a high degree of maturity, even for parallel distributed development at different locations. Now, the interaction of all components can be thoroughly tested. For example, with Etas Cosim, and then later with the real ECU hardware with Etas Labcar. And even if something breaks or an external malfunction occurs, a dangerous situation must be avoided. Nothing can be left to chance, because safety doesn't allow for compromises. And as automobile electronics become more connected, the systematic consideration of functional safety continues to grow in importance. More and more functions are interconnected with millions of possible combinations, but they must all interact safely and with absolute precision. These days, this can only be achieved with virtualization, automation, and automotive experience. This is particularly true when automobiles are connected with each other via a wider network. Partially automated driving supports safety, but it has to work safely, even with system contributors that we are unaware of during development. But then, not everyone is well-intentioned. Greed or other factors tempt some to attack the electronics. These individuals rarely think about the safety of connected electronic real-time systems and aren't likely to carry out holistic safety tests. And this could lead to bad situations. eScript, an Etas subsidiary, offers everything you need to help avoid such unpleasant surprises and provides many secure, new possibilities for a connected world. Holistic key management solutions, as well as expert consulting. Functional safety and automotive embedded security are inseparable. Automobile electronics react in a fraction of a second, but that's the result of many hours of hard engineering work. At Etas and eScript, we help make your system safer with the help of reliable tools, expert consulting, services, and embedded security solutions. Because of our ongoing commitment, millions of control devices are safely on the road. Learn more about Etas and eScript at etas.com and escript.com.